Scorpio, thank you for joining. We are looking into the month of September. I hope you have been well. We have a double seven month in numerology. We have, and it is a ninth month in September, but we also have a universal month number 7 in numerology in a universal year 7. So it's a double 7 energy coming in a year, in a month of 9, ninth month of September. So this could be a little bit of a deeper month for some people. I'm starting to pick up on some of the energies here that it very well could be going into a little bit more introspection, spiritual practice, endings with the 9 frequency there of the month. But we'll take a look here and see what's showing up for you, Scorpio. I'm going to start with the good tarot for Scorpio for September, looking at your main energy for Scorpio. 2 of air. So Libra had the same card. Oh, no, sorry, 9 of air. Sorry, my mistake. I thought it was a 2. We have 9 of air, and then we have your challenge in the shadow is the 5 of earth. And your outcome is Emperor. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the sun. Okay, you have the sun at the bottom of the deck. 9 of air, 5 of earth, Emperor. So the 9 of air is your main energy. Okay, so the main energy of 9 of air, if you're familiar with the traditional tarot, I read this based on energy. I read the good tarot a little bit differently. So the 9 of air generally is mental, a lot of mental strain. I mean, we do have Mercury in retrograde until I think the early portion or probably mid portion of September, I would imagine. There could be a lot of just mental activity. We'll go into the tarot and see what happens as well. There just could be a lot of just mental strain, cycling out old beliefs, old patterns. Could be, there might be fear, but I just feel it's navigating. I feel it's honestly navigating the mind. I feel it's navigating the subconscious, the thoughts, what's mine, what isn't, what's real, what isn't, navigating these mental processes within. You have the 5 of earth as your challenge. We're going to look deeper into this. Now, there's something, it could even be holding on to finances, really wanting to protect your assets or attachments in the material realm. We'll look deeper into it and see what else is unfolding with that one. And Emperor is your outcome with the 4. So 4 is all about stability, anchoring in, building the foundation. Sorry, I think I may have bumped the table if the camera started to move there. Emperor, yeah, moving into your ability to create, to be the architect of your life. Now, by hustling, the masculine principles, being more assertive, more confident in your strength. You have the sun too, don't forget, at the bottom of the deck, which is really nice. And so there's an energy here of, it could even be a little bit of rebirth happening here. Perhaps. We'll see. We'll look deeper into the tarot and see what happens here for Scorpio. I already did a pre-shuffle, so we're just going to dive right into it here for Scorpio. Under the 9 of air for Scorpio for September. Chariot. Queen of Cups. And how I read the tarot, I work a little bit differently than some of the other readers. I use my knights as cardinal, queens as fixed, king as mutable. Under the 5 of earth, the challenge in the shadow for Scorpio, in the shadow for September. Queen of Swords. Page of Fire. 2 of Wands. I'm going to also look into the guidance for this as well as your outcome. Look further into what direction this is pointing you towards, where this is, where is it leading you. So under the Emperor, so this is the outcome. Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Ooh, you have a few cards that Nine of Swords showed up again. flipped out, but there were too many cards there, so I won't take that. You have the Eight of Swords, Strength at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I will pull some more cards as the final outcome and the direction that you are headed here. You have, your main energy is actually quite nice. I feel, considering the Nine of Swords popped out again, popped out. I feel that there is going to be some mental strain around making a move. Now, it's going to be one of two things. It's going to be making a move towards love, opening your heart, being vulnerable, being expressive, offering your cup to someone else, or even accepting a cup or love from someone else. But there is the green light. You have the green light this month of September to go, but there's a fear attached to it. There's this like chaotic energy around it within your mind, overthinking, overanalyzing, worst case scenario, best case scenario. What if this happens? What if I can't, what if this doesn't work? The mind can be our worst enemy at times, And I feel that you may be struggling with some of the mental strain of the mind, but it's all around making a move. It's all around moving towards love for some. If it's not love, it's going to be moving towards something of like your connectedness with others. Your connectedness with others could very well change as well, I should say. If it's not love, it's going to be connectedness with others, moving you forward. It could even be with your career. It could be spiritual work. It could be heightening your, really honoring your, if it is spiritual abilities or creative abilities, or just following your heart and nurturing. It could be relationship. The Page of Swords could be the consideration for a conversation with someone, to engage with someone perhaps, or someone to you. But there's this new kind of insight that's going to develop. It's going to move you out of the Nine of Swords to the Page of Swords. It's kind of giving you the clarity when you connect with your heart on a true level, void of the mental craziness that happens within us, right? That we go through, overanalyzing and thinking and succumbing to our old patterns and fear and whatnot. Then you connect with the deeper sense of truth, deeper sense. And it's a vulnerability. It's a beauty and a strength within the connection of your heart. And again, like I said, the vulnerability, the connectedness, the love. And so this could lead to a new conversation. It could lead to new potential. It could lead to new career. It could lead to new planning. So it's sort of, processing this and working towards maybe a next step in that is kind of a main highlight of your month, I would feel. The Five of Earth in your challenge, stuckness. That's what it is. It's stuckness. It's kind of also holding on to control, holding on to maybe what, like, with the Five of Earth, I mean, it could be holding on to there's all of these two cards are about movement and about forward moving momentum. And they're basically in your shadow. There's this holding back on something, even though you're pursuing based on your heart, based on your passion and based on fire. It also could be even based on you believing in yourself, or even intimacy in a relationship. I'm just throwing it out there because sometimes that's what it means. But there's this holding on and holding back, and really anchoring in, and maybe this desire for control or certainty or knowing. And it's kind of like a not budging energy. It's it can be a very stubborn energy. So you're holding back on the ability to move forward, essentially following your passion, maybe even being passionate, maybe being passionate with someone, maybe even opening up to future possibilities of travel, of new opportunity with work, within yourself. And there's something that is dormant. It's a little bit holding back, on really growing and opening up to something completely new. And the Queen of Swords, I mean, this could be either holding back on words, not communicating, or it could also be you're really reactive to situations. The Queen of Swords in the shadow, she's, is is it called silver tongue? Is that the term for it? It's, I don't know if that's the right term or not. Is that like really vicious with words, vicious with words, and can be very, very almost harsh. That I'm saying it lightly, if you know what I mean. So she can be quite, yeah. Don't want to mess with the Queen of Swords in the shadow. So it could be almost holding yourself back, not wanting to communicate, or not wanting to, maybe there are some buried emotions or buried thoughts or resentment towards someone or a situation that's being held back, maybe repressed a little bit. So it could even be avoiding conversation altogether, or avoiding opening up because of a fear of, oh, what if I unleash my true feelings, which aren't exactly in my highest good. So they're coming from the shadow, coming from somewhere deeper of anger, embedded anger or resentment, perhaps, I'm just throwing it out there. But there's a limitation of moving forward based on your passion and based on believing in yourself and creating a new beginning. There's something holding you back from that. And there's an attachment in the physical realm because of that as well. Maybe it's around money, maybe it's around home, maybe it's around relationship. So there could be something anchoring you in and preventing you from maybe letting go, maybe even the art of detachment. Art of letting go in some form. All right, so under the Emperor, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. This is your outcome of this situation in September. Being very, very smart about your decisions with your finances, with what you're growing, with what you want to create, nurturing your body, nurturing yourself, investing into maybe again your body, being very, very wise with your decisions. And Emperor and the Queen of Coins, I would say, is very strong energy, very strong for building, creating, finances, home, even relationship, more on a provider level, more on looking at things very pragmatically. You also have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So something's coming in here where there could be a fast knowing. So remember, there's the little thread of the mental, of the mind in here that is going to come to a point where there's a knowing, there's a swift move, there's quick word. It may trigger the Eight of Swords again, like I want to say again, because it's a little bit similar to the Nine of Swords I was feeling, just, the stuck, the analyzing. This one's kind of a little more chaotic, but this one is a bit of stuck because there's a move that either needs to be made or that will be made that may bring in the Eight of Swords. Should I do this? Should I really do this? Am I really doing this? Is it really happening? So strength is the bottom of the deck here, and it is moving you towards a greater empowerment. You have double lions here, so there could be Leo energy around you in your presence. Maybe that's the Emperor as well. Maybe the Emperor is a person in your life. Maybe it's Leo energy or more masculine energy. But I feel that strength there is something that is going to evolve within either you and a relationship or within yourself here in September. So let's look at where this is pointing you. Where is this directing Scorpio? The World is to the end of a major chapter here. The Magician. Whew, Wheel of Fortune. Let's get some guidance under that shadow for Scorpio. Four of Pentacles. That's funny. I was getting kind of Four of Pentacle vibe with the Five of Pentacles, actually. I don't know why. That was weird. Okay. And Death. Fountain at the bottom of the deck there. All right. So this is, like I said, with this month, you have a lot of infinity sign. The infinity sign is traditionally with the maiden in the traditional tarot, right? You have the infinity sign here. You have the infinity sign here. Pay attention to your energy this month. Pay attention to your intentions, where your energy goes, your energy flows. We all know this law of attraction, how it works. So really being mindful of what you're creating this month, where your intentions are lying. 9 in September, September being a ninth month, signifies endings, right? It's the end of a cycle. You definitely have a bit of endings happening here, but 7 is a very spiritual number. The infinity sign is our ability to create based on our internal knowing and based on where our mind is directing us, our reality. So your guidance here for that shadow stuff is the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Fire and Death. It's your time to rise. It's your time. It's a death and rebirth happening here with the Queen of Fire and Death. It's your archetype, Death, Leo energy again. Now this is the death and rebirth, the rise of the Phoenix, right? So it's rising from the ashes, the Queen of Fire. Is something around watching what is holding you back or control, even if it's energetic, mental, physical. What are you holding on to? What can you let go to free yourself and move into this energy here? Full creation, full expansion. There's something here. It might even also be saying watch your finances and try not to overspend. But I just feel like some of the messages I was getting from the shadow, was more around practicing the art of letting go, even if it's a fear. This can be fear-based. The Four of Pentacles. It can be fear-based, holding on, wanting control, wanting safety, wanting security. Let it go, and move into this greater, saying something around letting something die off, allowing the old to leave and then be reborn, into positivity, optimism. It's a very optimistic energy, very radiant. It's also very attractive. So part of manifestation, creation, being in our highest polarity is attracting, right? It's attracting. It's not, trying and striving and controlling. It's attracting by being in this frequency here, right? Okay, so you have the World, the Magician, and the Wheel of Fortune. Where this is directing you is the end and the beginning. The end and the beginning. A lot of very powerful ability to manifest. Things are changing. The wheel is changing. You've gone through something, or you're going through something right now, and it's going to carry through in the month of September, where you're going to learn a lot about this situation that you've just been in with yourself and with maybe another person, or where you are in your life, however it's playing out for you, has been a huge learning opportunity. And now the universe is saying, you're ready. You're ready for the next phase. You're ready for the next chapter. You're ready for the next adventure. How do you want it to be? How do you want it to be, Magician? You are ready for it. What do you need to let go of and move away from, energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is, so that you can create? And that's the process you'll be in. It's not, I'm not asking you, you will be naturally moving into that process here of the old into the new, the old into the new, the World, the Magician, and things are going to start to move. So it's going to feel like, a big change coming in here. I'm feeling this actually for all these readings as well have been quite potent. For Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio for September. Similar, but different. There's a very transformative, we're in a transformative time right now, and I feel September is going to really offer that. Kind of like the last, if you've been going through kind of like the end and going through some kind of transition and self-exploration, I feel there's going to be a big break through that very soon here, and there's going to be this coming in for a lot of us here. All right there, Scorpio, I'm wishing you all the best during this month and beyond, and I will be seeing you again very soon. Take care.